Number 6, Wisconsin men's basketball lost to unranked Nebraska last night, 80-72 in overtime, despite having a 15-point lead or more in the game. And it was the first loss ever for Wisconsin when they have 15-point lead or more. Obviously, it was 67 apiece going into overtime. Wisconsin only scored 5 points, and Nebraska scored 13. And it was a little bit of some free throws in there, but I'm not going to go over the last 2 minutes of the game. It's not worth it. And by the time that, when you look at the play-by-play, it was out of reach when Wisconsin was trying to narrow it down, and they missed a shot, and then clock ran out eventually. So there's no use for me to go over that. And Wisconsin actually had a halftime lead, 43-27. Second half would cool off a bit for Wisconsin. 24 points. And Nebraska scored 40. So literally, the last 25 minutes in the game, 29 for Wisconsin, 53 for Nebraska. Whew. Yeah, not a good look, to say the least. And I'm going to go over the stats here real fast, and I apologize for looking down. I can't memorize every single stat out there. Points on turnovers were even, 18 apiece. Fast break points were even, 5 apiece. Points in paid favor of Nebraska, though, 24-18. And some other stats were the following, and this does mean that Wisconsin does have 2 conference losses now, and not just the 1. And Nebraska is now 6-5 in the Big Ten. Wisconsin didn't shoot the ball bad in this game, 42.2% from the field on 64 attempts, 32.3% on threes on 31 attempts. You only made 2/3 of your free throws on 12 attempts, 42 rebounds, 11 of those offensive, 8 assists, 8 steals, 2 blocks, 16 turns, 18 fouls. And how many points off the bench? 2 plus 2, that's 4 plus 3, that's 7 plus 3, that's 10. And 3 double-digit scores I combined for, 13 plus 13, that's 26 plus 28, that's 54 points. That's not including one other player, 6 more points with 7. And Nebraska had, 9 plus 3, that's 12 plus 22, that's 34 points off the bench, and it's not including 3 double-digit scores I combined for, 20 plus 17, that's 37 plus 22, that's 59 points, and it's not including one other player with 6 or more points with 9. And Nebraska shot better than Wisconsin in this game, 44.8% from the field on 50 attempts. Made a 30-year threes on 27 attempts. 73.1% on free throws on 26 attempts. 35 rebounds. Some of those offensive. 15 assists. 9 steals. 2 blocks. 12 turnovers. 13 fouls. And now I'm going to go over the next 5 games for both of these teams here. And I'm going to start with Wisconsin. This does affect not only your Big Ten standings, but your NCAA tournament seeding potentially down the line. Well, guess what? You got to host number 2 Purdue on Sunday. And it's a battle of 2 teams with 2 conference losses. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Then you got to go on the road to Michigan, which Michigan's terrible. They're 7-14. You got to go on the road to Rutgers. They're 10-10. You better not lose that game. But then again, it's on the road. You got Ohio State at home. Then you got Iowa on the road. So, 2 games that you should win, but you never know these days because upsets do happen. And now Nebraska got to go on the road to Illinois on Sunday. Number 14 Illinois at that. Got to go on the road to Northwestern, which you all know they're good this year. They're not ranked, I know, but, You got Michigan at home. You better not lose that game. They're 7-14. You better not lose the Penn State following game. They're 10-11. And you got to go on the road to Indiana. And and for Nebraska's side of things, this was a much-needed win to help your NCAA tournament resume, but you still need to pick up some more good quality wins and avoid the bad losses. That's what you really need to do right now, in my opinion, just to make sure you get in. But I'll go over the bracketology stuff starting next week, and I'll just do it like week by week basis, like last 4 buys, so the next 4 out, their quality games, and 1 through 4 seeds. And this does affect that because of this result. Because, Wisconsin might have been a 2 seed for all we know in the NCAA tournament. That is clearly gone right now, but there's still some time. Anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So make money out. Of course, like a video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button to ring the notification bell as well.